I just love that song, My Own Worst Enemy by Lit. Every time we play it, Kate, I go crazy. It's Prospector Show on Rock 107. Kate, are you a fan of that song? You like that song?
I really do like that song.
Catchy as hell, isn't it?
It really is.
Oh, look, I'm glad you're liking that because I also think it's time for your favorite part of any Friday morning.
Oh, no.
That's right, the epitome of masculinity, at least in his own mind.
Hey, Mr. Manley here with lesson number 618 in How to Be Manly. Yes, one of Pennsylvania's finest traditions is underway. So many things to do, a single day just won't satisfy my appetite. I'm talking about the Bloomsburg Fair. So I always get a room close to the fairgrounds so that at night I can open my windows and enjoy the good country fresh air. As I was walking through the aisles of vendors, I noticed an attractive woman. With one look at her, I thought to myself, welcome to Dairyland. Boy, what a set of udders. And she was having a disagreement with a coworker, and he walked out. So I asked if she was okay, and she said, yeah, I'm Betsy, but I'm stuck. I could really use a hand. Well, I said, you can call me James Taylor, because I'll be your handyman. She said, really? Thanks. She had a meatball and sausage hoagie stand. She handled the meats, while I did the sauce, peppers, onions, etc. We worked well together, and on Wednesday, Betsy said, let's close up early today and enjoy the fair. I said, no argument from me. We rode some rides, checked out the livestock, but we really both have had enough of the fair, so we decided to go out. I said, when I was driving in, I noticed a diner called the Hungry Heifer. Let's try that. We sat down and I asked Betsy, is this the only fair you do? She said, yes. Once a year, I come back to Bloomsburg because I'm a fun-loving person. It gives me warmth inside, and I love satisfying customers. Well, after hearing this, I said, heavens to Betsy, I can fulfill the above and do so in a manly manner. If you ever find yourself in a similar situation, follow along in your manly manual, page number 618, and repeat after me. Number 1, I like fun loving. Here, look at this. It's full of fun and loving. Number 2, shoo-wee mama, do I have something that'll give you warmth inside? Number 3, hey, Betsy, stay with me tonight. And in the morning, you'll see 2 satisfied customers. Shortly after, as Betsy grabs you by your fun-loving, the only warmth you'll feel is from the blood dripping out, and she handles it in a way that definitely makes them not satisfied customers. You'll realize just what kind of man you really are. Until next time, this is Mr. Manley saying be manly, and good day.
Breaking the news that's already broken. It's time for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
Robert Kraft was the winning bidder of a Tom Brady rookie card at an auction. Once again, Robert Kraft makes news for a happy ending. Dolly Parton recently found out she's actually related to her goddaughter, Miley Cyrus. That's the good news. The bad news, it means she's also related to Billy Ray. The NFL will allow FEMA to use their stadiums as shelters during disasters. Speaking of disasters taking place in NFL stadiums, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Making sure breaking news stays broken. Tune in Monday for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
The following rant may cause you to pull your hair out, scream at the radio, punch the dashboard. Complaints should be addressed to loudmouth at rock107.com.
Hey, I'm Rock 107's Prospector, and here's what's got me jacked. People who don't know how to answer when someone asks, what time is it? Because some people give out vague answers like, oh, it's quarter to the hour. Hey, what if I don't know the hour? That quarter to the hour really doesn't help me, does it? If I ask you how much something costs, would you say a penny short? No, you'd round up to the nearest dollar. That's giving me a much truer idea of the price of the item. So why would you say quarter of? Or how about this one? Going for 3. Really? Thanks. Yeah, I mean, 1 p.m. is going for 3 because time keeps moving. I mean, 3's going to get here sooner or later, so going for 3 is a ridiculous answer, too. Even if you use it at 2:30 and 1 second, it still leaves me almost 29 minutes of wiggle room. That's too much for my blood. Time's about precision here, okay? Wow, it's going for 3. Thanks for giving me such a wide range. How about 10 of 3? See how that tells me exactly what time it is? Because that's the whole idea of time. I'm trying to find out what time it is, not what time it's near or what time it's almost. So I'm sorry, some degree of precision is requested here. The best part is saying 1:43 would be precise, it'd be what I'm looking for, and it really doesn't take you any longer than the vague answers you're giving. So thanks for nothing, quarter to the hour guy. I appreciate your help, jackhole. I'm Prospector. I'm for the people. I gotta go crazy, man.
Ever see the crazy guy screaming at the wall outside the Times building?
Where does this rage come from, my son?
Tweet us with hashtag #IFoundProspector and we'll come and get him. Prospector. Mornings on Rock 107.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
Vets at Virginia Tech have saved a 3-month-old donkey that ate a towel. Her name is Harper, and pieces of the towel were blocking her digestive tract. But they did emergency surgery, and she's back home on the farm.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107. Rock 107.
It is time. Northeast PA's Classic Rock, Rock 107, the Prospector Show. And Kate, are you excited to be doing something awesome right here?
I love giveaways so much, and this is a really big one.
So for the last week or so, we have been taking people, qualifying them to win a chance to see Metallica.
I know.
And not just one show.
Not just one.
Two,
and there are no repeats.
No repeats in the set list and no repeats in the opening acts because they have two different sets of 2 opening acts for each night. It's Memorial Day weekend in Philadelphia. That is Friday, May 23rd, Sunday, May 25th. And we are about to call our grand prize winner.
Reveal the grand prize winner.
Let's see if we can get her on the phone. We'll see her name is Karen. Let's see if she'll answer the phone here and talk to us on Rock 107. I'm so excited. Let's see if she answers.
Hello,
Hey, is this Karen?
this is she.
Karen Mikowski.
Yes,
It's Prospector and Kate on Rock 107. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, and I hope I'm doing better after I talk to you.
Well, what would make you do better?
Well, maybe I won some tickets.
You were qualified to win 2 tickets to see Metallica, a pair of tickets for each show in Philly. And guess what? You're our grand prize winner. You won.
No way.
Yeah, we wouldn't lie to you.
Oh, my God. I'm speechless. Thank you.
You're a grand prize winner to the 2 shows, no repeat Metallica show coming to Philadelphia. Your 2 pair of tickets to both shows, courtesy of Q Prime and Rock 107. Congrats.
Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather round the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Jam Bag of the Week, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds.
Nominee number 1.
What is it, week 3 of the fantasy football season? Hopefully no one in your league is taking things too seriously, especially not to the point where they're making international threats. A 25-year-old man from Philadelphia named Matthew Gabriel pleaded guilty to 2 counts of interstate and foreign threats after he made a false tip to police in the United States and overseas, claiming his fantasy football rival was a threat. It all started last year when the 2 men had some kind of fantasy football argument. It's unclear if it was heated banter that got out of hand or if they were hotly debating a waiver pickup or something. Matthew knew the other guy was studying abroad in Norway, so he called authorities there and made an anonymous tip that his rival was planning a mass shooting at a concert and a department store. Norway says they spent 900 man-hours investigating the case before they realized it was a hoax. During that month-long investigation, Matthew did it again. This time he emailed another fictitious threat to the University of Iowa here in the USA. In an account under another name, he claimed the same fantasy football group member was threatening to blow up the school. Naturally, the FBI was brought in to investigate, and Matthew was eventually charged.
Nominee number 2.
If I asked you what your craziest day at work was, you might have to think about it. This guy doesn't. A cable worker in North Carolina parked his bucket truck on the side of the road the other day while working on some power lines. And he was up in the bucket when a random guy jumped in the driver's seat, stole the truck, and started speeding down the road with the boom extended. The guy drove more than a half mile before crashing on the side of the road. The boom hit a power line and caused a utility pole to snap. The worker apparently got tossed from the bucket, but had a safety strap on, and that saved him. He ended up cutting the strap to free himself, and he hurt his leg when he fell. The moron who stole the truck is an older guy named Frank Moody, who'd just been released from jail 2 hours earlier. He's facing charges for larceny of a motor vehicle and assault with a deadly weapon.
Nominee number 3.
If you're looking for a way to make a crime worse, any crime, try this. 69-year-old Martin Sorbers of Hunlock Creek is facing allegations of sex crimes and a charge of assault. Sorber chatted with a detective posing as a person trafficking a 13-year-old girl. Allegedly, he planned to meet with the child Friday afternoon. Authorities said he arrived at the predetermined spot with sex items, but instead of meeting with a young girl, Sorber found himself confronted by the police. As the officer grabbed onto his left hand, Sorber allegedly punched the officer with his right hand, then tried to flee the area, though he didn't get far. He's currently in the Luzerne County Correctional Facility without bail.
Nominee number 4.
When selling items, you need to watch out for scams and thieves. A woman allegedly stole a Porsche and ran over the car's owner in Toronto. The woman rang the doorbell of the victim's home, expressed interest in taking a look at and buying a 2022 Porsche Cayenne listed on Auto Trader. The woman then got in the driver's seat, and the victim exited the car, closed the passenger side door, walked around to the driver's side handle. As the victim moved towards the rear of the vehicle, the woman suddenly reversed the car, hitting him and dragging him into the street. The man got caught on one of the rear wheels before getting back on his feet and holding his back. Police said the suspect fled the scene in the stolen car. No arrests have been made yet.
And the winner is
the guy who falsely reported that his fantasy football rival planned to shoot up something in Norway and blow up the University of Iowa. You're the Yam Bag of the Week. Congratulations. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107. Thanks for listening to Prospector's Prime Cuts podcast. Be sure to catch us live weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app, a free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.